Something doesn't feel right today. I think I'm having a meltdown.
Friday the 13th spells trouble. I normally don't give it much concern, but since I stopped working, I hardly think about it at all. And this Friday the 13th, I ran into some computer problems. I thought the computer was a goner. It was crashing. It wouldn't even boot up where I could do a restore or a repair. It was just an endless loop of the blue screen of death. I was able to make out a message at the bottom of the blue screen. It said video TDS failure, and that told me that it had something to do with the graphics card. When I bought that computer, it came with this a graphics card and adapter. I didn't get the normal cable that usually goes to the monitor. It was set up much differently. So something told me it had to do with the video card. That was the reason I was getting so many problems. Thinking back, I'd been having trouble with that computer since 2017 with random computer crashes and sluggish performance. And I started thinking maybe it was that video card all along. So pulling that card out is what I'm going to do, and we'll see if that makes any improvement at all. This Friday the 13th business is starting to get me down now, but I have to do something to be able to keep on using that computer. I don't want to have to take it to the recycling depot.
Hello, I'm Benoit, your computer tech. How may I help you?
This problem started happening on Friday the 13th. I booted up the computer, and it starts up to a blue screen of death. And it just goes into an endless loop of restarting, diagnosing PC, attempting computer repair. This just goes on, and I just can't get to the system where I can do a diagnosis or anything else. When I boot it up to setup, I get pink pinstripes in my display. And I'm thinking that it may be a graphics card error, but I'm not sure. I can't tell. It's just that endless loop of starting, restarting, blue screen, diagnosing PC, attempting computer repair. That's as far as I can get.
Well, that's interesting. Have you tried a system restore?
A system restore? No. Did I mention that all I get is a blue screen and I'm not able to get to the system? It's just an endless loop of diagnosing PC, attempting computer repair. It's a blue screen of death that I can't get past.
You might have to do a fresh Windows install. You will, however, have to reinstall all your programs.
Ah, yes, the fresh Windows install. That always seems to be the solution, doesn't it? Well, since that's not an option right now, I'm going to keep on troubleshooting. Thank you for your time.
I'm sorry I couldn't have been more help. Is there anything else I can answer for you?
I've got no other questions, thank you.
Thank you for calling Benoit's Computers. Have a nice rest of your day.
Did you hear what that computer tech, Benoit, told me to do? He said I was going to have to reinstall Windows along with all the programs, and a lot of those applications have been activated one too many times, and I would have to lose features like Microsoft Office and other activated software. I don't think that's going to be anything that I'd like to deal with, and there has to be another solution to that.
Why don't you let me put you in touch with Ivan? He's my computer guru and go-to guy when I have PC problems. You can chat with him from your notebook. I think he'll be able to help you with all that blue screen stuff.
Sounds like a good idea, my friend. I will check that out. Thank you very much.
I take it you're not a gamer. Have you considered removing the graphics card since your monitor does not seem capable of a digital display? You can then fall back on the onboard Intel graphics software. You should then be able to continue using your PC. Not lose any of your programs and even notice slightly better performance than you had before. Sound good? I believe that should solve your blue screen problem and save you from having to go to the recycling center.
Let's have a look inside the computer. What do you say? Oh, I think we found something. I'm feeling all better now after my elective surgery. I just don't want to end up at the recycling center.
You called for some technical support. Well, I'm your emotional support PC dog. This PC was originally purchased with an optional graphics card. That's the reason the connector was covered. Normally, you would not remove the cap. However, since you opted for elective surgery on your PC, you'll need another way to interface with a monitor. Removing the cap reveals the VGA connector. This is what you removed from your Dell. We have an ATI Radeon low-profile video card, along with a 59-pin male to dual VGA female Y-splitter video card adapter cable. But not to worry, since we hear you're not a gamer and this card was possibly the reason for your Friday the 13th blue screen of death, you'll be fine without it. On a scale of 1 to 10, how satisfied were you with your emotional support dog experience today?
Did pulling the graphics card make a difference in the computer's performance?
Yeah, I think everything's going to be okay now. Thanks for asking. Have you ever seen a connector like that?
Woo! What is that? Never in my life have I seen a connector with as many pins.
It came with this funny looking adapter. I always thought there was something weird about it. It's been about 4 years. Every time the computer starts up, it has to check whether it's analog or digital. And of course, I'm using the regular monitor port, so it's going to be analog.
It sounds to me like you've given that old Dell a new lease on life.
Yes, well, I didn't have to take the computer to the recycling depot after all. And it's working a lot better now. It hasn't crashed. I put it through some heavy lifting, and it would have crashed by now if there was still a problem. So I think it's going to be fine. I've even noticed a little improvement in the speed. How about that? Right?
I don't know how you could do this. I emptied out my heart. After all I've done for you, I just don't know how you could do this.